What up, you guys? It's the Tech Playoffs, and we back with a quick video. So after a couple days of using the S24 Ultra, I'm actually going to send it back. And here's why. So I've had the pleasure of using this for a couple days. I bought it on Samsung.com. I did a trade-in for the S23 Ultra towards my S24. They gave me $750, so I ended up paying around $500 out of pocket for the trade-in, which was not too bad. But after a couple days of using this, I noticed that my experience is exactly the same. And here's why. This software is pretty much identical on both devices, other than a couple caveats of it having its always on display with the wallpaper, and this one not having that. You just get the little bit of info there. It's pretty much the same thing. And as much as I enjoy One UI, I do love it. It's very customizable, very snappy, very fast. As you can see here, opening both apps, it's pretty instant. I can't justify paying the extra $500 for something that has very, very minor upgrades. Yes, the Snapdragon Gen 3 is a new chip with a lot of great AI capabilities. And the 12 gigs of RAM that comes in this on base model is great. I have 8 on this one, but I still, with 8, I don't have any issues in terms of RAM issues. Everything still stays open in the background. The cameras are great on both. I get great photos on both devices, very minor changes. I took pictures with both, and like I said, they look pretty much identical. The software runs identical. The snappiness on both devices is identical. Let me see. Okay. And it's just the way it runs. It's very identical. And like I said, after using the S24 Ultra for a couple days, I love it. I used it to play games, watch YouTube, scroll through social media. It is an amazing device, and it feels nice in the hand. But to be honest, when I look at it straight, I prefer the look of the curves on the S23 just because you don't see as much border. On this one, you can see, I can even see the titanium color of the phone because how squared off the display is and the device is. On this one, you do get that slight curve, so you can still see the glass curving across. You can barely see the back of it. Even though it's black, it does blend in. I kind of aesthetically like the look of this one. And also, if we're talking about looks, the display on the S24 here is a lot, I don't want to say a lot, but it's noticeably darker than the S23. And you can see by looking at the icons, you might not catch it on the camera, but the display is darker. It's not as vibrant. And you can see the brightness is the same on both. It's just not as vibrant as it is on the S23. And I know a lot of that probably has to do with the anti-glare technology that Samsung put into their display. But it's, to me, I have it set to vibrant in settings, but it looks better. It looks brighter. The colors pop more on the S23 versus the S24. Is that a trade-off a lot of people are gonna care about? Probably not. But for me, like I said, just day-to-day use, I'm trying to justify the $500 upgrade that I'm paying out of pocket for this device. And I don't think it's worth it, just for me. I'm making this video just to share my experience. Probably there's a lot of you guys out there that have S23 Ultras that are thinking to yourself, is it worth the S24 upgrade? I don't know. I can't say for everyone that it's gonna be a good trade-off. Like I said, there are some upgrades on here that are pretty good. Like I said, in terms of AI and the always on display where you can see your wallpaper. But is that worth $500? I don't know. I know this is going to get a software update to One UI 6.1, which will bring over a lot of features. And I think probably the lock screen widgets and stuff like that will come over. Probably not the always on display, because I think a lot of that has to do with the battery saving features of the new processor. Maybe not. I could be wrong, but it's just, I don't know if it's worth it. I think I'm gonna send the S24 back, the S24 Ultra, and I'll probably wait till next year for the S25. Even though it does look nice, this is the Thinborn case that they sent out to me. Thank you, Thinborn, for that. Just but in terms of the way it opens, let me see if I can open that. It's just fluid. It looks identical to me. It looks the same. There's no experience difference when you're using the device from day to day. They're both great. If you have an S20, S21, maybe even an S22, I would say go ahead and give it a try. It might be a big upgrade for you guys. But in terms of for me, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm going to send the S24 back, even though they did send me a lot of upgrades and, I'm sorry, extras. With this device, when I did the upgrade, I did get a lot of extras. But I think, you know what, I'm just going to send it back. I'm going to stick with the S23. I'm going to rock with it for another year. And it's going to be still great for that one extra year. I'm the person that normally gets the new devices every year. Like, I got to have the newest and greatest every year. And it's just what I normally do. So that's why I gravitated to the S24. I said, let me get it. You know, it's my norm. That's what I normally do. But using it every day, it's very, very, very similar to the S23. And that's with me having the 8 gigabyte. If you have the 12, it's probably even not as good as the trade-off, because the performance is even going to be better. Like I said, just for me opening this from day to day, using the same apps every day on both devices, I don't see how I can keep it. As you can see here, it's smooth. I mean, you're not going to have any issues on either one. If you know, if I didn't have a Samsung already and I picked this one up, I'd be 100% happy with it. It just, like I said, it performs great. But since I already have an S23 going to the S24, I paid for this, like I said, with the trade-in out of pocket. And to me, it's not going to cut it. There isn't that big of an upgrade for me to justify the money. So I'm just making this video. I know I did an unboxing, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. The S24 is going back and the S23 is here to stay. If you guys have any questions or concerns, shoot me a comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. But in terms of these two devices, they're both great. You can't go wrong with either one. You know what? Actually, it might be good advice to say that pick up an S23. If you're on an S20 or S21, it might be worth it to pick up an S23. It might save you some dollars. You're still gonna get great experience, a great device with great software. And like I said, that One UI 6.1 will bring a lot of great features to the S23 devices. But if you guys are watching this and you're thinking about doing it, I would think hard. To some people, it might be worth it. To some, it might not. But if you're someone that's expecting a big upgrade when you're getting the S24 coming from the S23, you might not see it. So with my experience, like I said, I hate to repeat myself, but it's been great on both devices. No issues, no lag, great cameras, great battery, great everything, great charging. There's no issues with either one. But for me, like I said, jumping from the 23, 24 to the 24, it's not worth it. I'm going to send the 24 back, and I'm going to keep the S23 Ultra. This is going to stay in my pocket. This is my best phone of the year, and it's going to be like that hopefully for another year. So, like I said, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for watching the videos. Any comments, shoot it down below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. I normally answer as many as I can, but if I don't get to yours right away, just be patient. I'll get to it soon. But thank you guys for always watching the videos. Thank you for rocking with me. Have a blessed day. Peace.